Good morning to a Monday. Soul Healing Angel here. I hope that you have a miraculous Monday. It's a Monday in March. And some Palo Santo here. Me, you. Okay. I have trouble with this lighter. There. This is my best Palo Santo here. This one. Like I said, the channel is Soul Healing Angel. My name is Mary Beth. What this channel is about, felt called to create this channel to share with others what I go through and what I have been doing on my healing journey from post-trauma, which actually I've been through a lot in my life, but this is the most recent, and just wanted to share with people. Try to do on a daily basis if I can. It's sort of like my morning coffee, which I've got some here. Pull up, get some coffee. I like to watch the flame, but I'll let it go there. We'll do some, there we go, some more Palo Santo. Bless this space, spirit, source, clear the space. There's my little Statue of Liberty bell. I just love this. From New York, of course. All right. I like to share in the beginning the messages that I get from spirit, from source, or from my, I don't know, from my angels or from ancestors. Just gonna chill, or from elementals. I didn't get a whole lot this morning, but I think they were probably ones I need to think about. And I write them down. I have a journal. I write them down. And what came to me, and I accompany a, I don't follow any one religion. I am I guess you would say a recovering Catholic, born and bred, born into a Catholic family. I've been a Catholic musician, a musician in the Catholic Church for many, many, many years. But currently I'm playing at a Lutheran church, which I enjoy. We have a woman pastor. She is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. She can relate to families, and she gives the best sermons. It's great. And I feel so grateful to be there. I'm so blessed, and I'm appreciated too, as well. Anyway, I also, I play for the services, but we have a choir. And of course, we sing each Sunday an anthem after the sermon. And one of the songs we sang yesterday was called Healer of My Heart. And that song's been going through my mind about Healer of My Heart. And that came to me. So I don't know if God wanted me to bring that out or just remember about that or think about that. But that's what I wrote down, the Healer of My Heart. And I think, actually, as I'm speaking and more on this, that's the area, that's one of the things where I had been traumatized. That's one of the areas in my spirit, was my heart that had been broken. And that's happened several times in my life. So, Mother, Father, God, elementals, all those ancestors I believe are here or surround me. Angels, archangels as well, like Raphael's the angel of healing, surround me to help me heal my sacral chakra and around my heart. Yeshua, Jesus, I feel Jesus is like my brother. I feel that he came to show us the way, and that he is also the healer of my heart. Mother Mary, I'm very close to Mother Mary. Of course, my name is Mary Beth. I'm named after Mother Mary. So is my sister. We're an Italian family and carry on the tradition. And I will add my daughters. Each one has a middle name of Marie. So I've carried on the tradition. Not really thinking about it that way, but I did. Okay, so that as it came to me. Then I was thinking about one of my nephews who passed at age, I want to say either 19 or when he was 21. His name was David, and he was my godchild. So he came to mind. And I think I was kind of talking with him in my mind. And then my friend, my first very traumatic heartbreak was my boyfriend who drowned when I was 16. My boyfriend Raymond. I believe he was a soulmate. We were to come together at that time, and he came to mind. And I think he's with me now on this journey. So he came to mind also. So I wrote their names down. Then the word listen. And I think I've been saying this too about listening. It's listening not only to what people say, but to what is not said. You know, being aware of a surrounding and being aware of people's body language. You know, look into someone's eyes when they're speaking to you. The eyes are the window to the soul, and you can listen to their heart that way. So it's more than just listening, you know, auditorily, but it's listening with your heart to their heart. It's making a connection. And then I sort of turned this meditation session kind of into a prayer session as well, where I was praying to Source, Mother, Father, God, open my eyes, open my ears, and open my heart. There's a song that goes, open my eyes, Lord, help me to see like you. Open my eyes, Lord, help me to see. And then it goes, open my ears, Lord, help me to hear your word. Open my ears, Lord, help me to hear. And then open my heart, Lord, help me to love like you. Open my heart, Lord, help me to love. So that's what came to me this morning in my meditation session. Okay, so I'll share that with you. All right. Now, my devotional. Oh, my devotional calendar that I sent to my friends was about, it said something about just loving God, love God, and then He loves you. It's all about, you know, the whole thing is we're here on this planet in this 3D to learn lessons, and it's all about love. Well, it's either love or fear. Okay, we've got two choices, love or fear. Let's choose love, right? Try to. I mean, okay, we're not perfect, but fear is the opposite of love. And that's what the Course in Miracles says. Fear is the opposite of love. In my hymnal devotion, all right, do you hear him? I've got, you hear that? Let me pick him up. He's already shared my breakfast with me. We've had eggs with cheese. All right, this is Buddha. He's losing some fur. I need some help and information just to get his coat back. Okay. The hymn that's in this book for today is "Thine is the Glory." It's a hymn from Great Britain. Okay, I don't know a whole lot about that. Thine is the Glory. It's a translation of a French hymn. It was first written by Edmund Louis Boudry. I hope I said that right. It could be Boudry, a Swiss writer, translator, and minister in 1904. After its translation, it often was and still is used in funerals and Easter services in Great Britain. I'm going to have to do some historical research, which I like to do that. So I have to do some historical research. Thine is the glory, resurrected one. Endless is the victory now for us begun. Angels clothed in glory rolled the stone away, leaving only grave clothes where his body lay. So I hope you all know, maybe some of you don't, the story of the resurrection, where on Good Friday, well, first of all, Holy Thursday, do some churches, they call it the Maundy Thursday, I think. In the Catholic Church, it's Holy Thursday, where Jesus had the Last Supper, and then he was out in the garden praying, and that's when Judas came, and he kissed Jesus and said, he's the one, and they took Jesus away, and it started the whole passion in terms of Jesus's way to the cross. So you had Holy Thursday or Maundy Thursday, I think, or Holy Thursday. Then you go to Good Friday, where Jesus goes before Pilate, and when he's before Pilate, you know, the Jews are like, crucify him, we want Barabbas. Now in the Catholic Church, we go through a narration of the Passion. I used to get tired of that, but they would say, we want Barabbas. And I think that was the Pharisees planted this seed in the crowd's minds. And Pilate's wife had a dream, actually, that Jesus was innocent and he shouldn't be killed. Pilate washed his hands in the bowl and said, I wash my hands of this. He said, this is a problem for the Jews. They should take care of this. And he turned him over to the Jews and said, you know, I think that he said he should be crucified. So he was led to Calvary. He had to walk carrying his cross until someone came out of the crowd. I don't know if he's volunteered or they picked him out of the crowd. I want to say it was Simon or Simeon, and I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've been to a church where they've read the Passion, and he helped Jesus carry the cross but he had been tortured before that. The soldiers put a crown of thorns on his head, where they show pictures of that crown of thorns where they stuck it down and he's bleeding from his forehead. And he said, "All hail King the Jews." And Jesus said to Pilate, you know, because Pilate said something about his kingdom. And Jesus says, "It is you who say I'm king," or something like that. And they tortured him. He was stripped and whipped. That's why they say, by his stripes we were healed. Handel wrote that in his Alleluia course, in that particular piece of music, by his stripes we are healed. And he was led like a lamb to the slaughter because he didn't fight back. That all happened on Good Friday. He was led through the streets of, I believe, Jerusalem, walked to Calvary. It was a hill where they crucified robbers and thieves. And there were three of them that were crucified that day. He was in the middle, and he died on the cross. He was taken. The family took him down, put him in a tomb, and so Saturday he was in the tomb. Sunday, Mary, I don't know if it was Mother Mary or Mary Magdalene, went to the tomb. I think they were going to anoint the body with spices or something. And when they went there was an angel in front of this happened on, I guess on Saturday, or maybe it was Friday, that there had been an earthquake. And in the temple, the curtain, there was a curtain in the temple, I guess, that only certain rabbis or priests could go to a certain part of the temple. And that curtain was ripped during that volcano. And there were many that, when they saw that happened, the volcano and what happened on Calvary at that time of the volcano, the earthquake, did they believe that Jesus was the Son of God. And then he expired. He died. So he was in this tomb. And on Sunday, when they came to the tomb, there was an angel and said, why do you look for the living among the dead? He's not here. And he wasn't here. And so he rose from the dead. And that's the whole thing with the 3 days. So that's for, and if anyone doesn't know the resurrection story, that's the Reader's Digest version. So, thine is the glory, resurrected one. Endless is the victory now for us begun. Angels clothed in glory rolled the stone away, leaving only grave clothes where his body lay. Thine is the glory, resurrected one. Endless is the victory now for us begun. Thine was the suffering, mine the endless life, mine, M-I-N-E. Sin holds no dominion, love wins over strife. What then shall I offer? Songs that never cease. Thou hast won the victory, glorious Prince of Peace. So this author writes here in this devotional, the resurrection power of Christ is a hope to us, no matter the day, time, or place. His resurrected life points us to the promise of our own resurrected power. Christ broke the power of sin, shame, fear, and death so we can stand confident and clean in his victory. Though we grieve our losses in this life, loss is not the end of the story. There is new life and redemption for every ending. Let us take hope in he who has overcome. So I feel that Jesus, I just say Yeshua, I believe that he came to show us the way. He came to say, you can do this too. Just follow me. He said, the things that I did, you can do too, and you can do greater things. And he said, I've said this before, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, go find a mustard seed. They are the tiniest of seeds. From what I understand, it's the smallest seed on earth. If you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. I'm not sure where to look. I've got this new iPad, and I don't know. I'm not sure where to look at the camera. So we need to have the faith of a mustard seed, or pray to have the faith of a mustard seed. And it's faith in God, the source, creator of all, the Native Americans, the Great Spirit, just have a faith. That's what gets us through. That's what has gotten me through the things I have experienced. And Lorna Byrne, the woman that talks about angels, she's I believe from Ireland. She says, pray to your angels to help. And I think we can pray for help from our angels. I'm not saying you idolize them, but pray for help. And she said, there's so many unemployed angels. So pray to those angels. They're just dying to help. Well, not dying, but they want to help us. They were created to be our helpers. They want to help humanity to get to the next level, whatever that next level is. They want us to get to the next level. And just remember, I've said this before, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. That what's in this avatar, this body, some people say meat suit, it sounds kind of crass, but being in this meat suit is only part of our soul. That we have a higher self that we need to connect with. And I think when we meditate, we can connect with that higher self, which is the divine. We all have a spark of the divine within us. And you connect with that spark of the divine, with ourselves, with yourself so that we can live our purpose here on earth. My coffee's getting cold. I don't particularly like cold coffee. I don't know if you do or not, but I do not. I guess some people like iced coffee, but nope, not me. Okay, I'm going to go to A Course in Miracles here. Interesting, since I was talking about Jesus and the crucifixion, I opened up to lesson 196. I'm going to show you. I didn't have this planned. It can be but myself I crucify. Oh my gosh. I just think that's interesting to do that. Okay. It can be but myself I crucify. Buddha has some breathing problems. He's old. He's 15 years old, we think. At least 15. When this is firmly understood and kept in full awareness, you will not attempt to harm yourself, nor make your body slave to vengeance. You will not attack yourself, and you will realize that to attack another is but to attack yourself. You will be free of the insane belief that to attack a brother saves yourself. And you will understand his safety is your own, and you will understand that his safety is your own. And in his healing, you are healed. Perhaps at first you will not understand how mercy, limitless and with all things held in its sure protection, can be found in the idea we practice for today. It may in fact appear to be a sign that punishment can never be escaped because the ego, under what it sees as threat, is quick to cite the truth to save its lies. Yet must it fail to understand the truth it uses thus. But you can learn to see these foolish applications and deny the meaning they appear to have. Thus, do you also teach your mind that you are not an ego? For the ways in which the ego would distort the truth will not deceive any longer. You will not believe you are a body to be crucified, and you will see within today's idea the light of resurrection. Oh my gosh, this all ties together. Doesn't take much to make me excited. Okay. Looking past all thoughts of crucifixion and of death to thoughts of liberation and life. Today's idea is one step we take in leading us from bondage to the state of perfect freedom. Let us take this step today, that we may quickly go the way salvation shows us, taking every step in its appointed sequence as the mind relinquishes its burdens one by one. It is not time we need for this. It is but willingness. For what would seem to need 1,000 years can easily be done in just one instant by the grace of God. All things are possible with God. And my brother has a song about that too. His name is John Angotti, I'll let you all know. Angotti. He's a music missionary. His songs are all over the internet. And one of them is All Things Are Possible. Beautiful music. Listen to his music. You'll love it. It's contemporary. He's like a modern day Mozart. All things are possible. And that's, I mean, he didn't make the quotation. I believe it's biblical. All things are possible with God. The dreary, hopeless thought that you can make attacks on others and escape yourself has nailed you to the cross. Perhaps it seemed to be salvation, yet it merely stood for the belief the fear of God is real. And what is that but hell? Who could believe his father is his deadly enemy, separate from him, and waiting to destroy his life and blot him from the universe without the fear of hell upon his heart. Such is the form of madness you believe. If you accept the fearful thought, you can attack another and be free yourself. Until this form is changed, there is no hope. Until you see that this, at least, must be entirely impossible, how could there be escape? The fear of God is real to anyone who thinks this thought is true. If you think that thought's true, okay, it's true for you. And he will not perceive its foolishness or even see that it is there, so that it would be possible to question it. To question it at all, its form must be first changed, at least as much as will permit fear of retaliation to abate, and the responsibility return to some extent to you. From there, you can at least consider if you want to go along this painful path. Until the shift has been accomplished, you cannot perceive that it is but your thoughts that bring you fear, and your deliverance depends on you. Our next steps will be easy if you take this one today. From there, we go ahead quite rapidly. For once, you understand it is impossible that you be hurt except by your own thoughts. The fear of God must disappear. You cannot then believe that fear is caused without, and God, whom you had thought to banish, can be welcomed back with the holy mind he never left. Salvation's song can certainly be heard in the idea we practice for today. If it can but be you crucify you, you did not hurt the world and need not fear its vengeance and pursuit. Nor need you hide in terror from the deadly fear of God projection hides behind. Excuse me. Smoke. The thing you dread the most is your salvation. You are strong, and it is strength you want. And you are free and glad of freedom. You have sought to be both weak and bound because you feared your strength and freedom. Yet salvation lies in them. There is an instant in which terror seems to grip your mind so wholly that escape appears quite hopeless. When you realize once and for all that it is you fear, the mind perceives itself as split. And this had been concealed while you believed attack could be directed outward and returned from outside to within. It seemed to be an enemy outside you. It seemed to be an enemy outside you had to fear. And thus a God outside yourself became your mortal enemy, the source of fear. Now, for an instant, is a murderer perceived within you, eager for your death, intent on plotting punishment for you until the time when it can kill at last. Yet, in this instant is the time as well in which salvation comes, for fear of God has disappeared, and you can call on him to save you from illusions by his love, calling him Father and yourself his Son. Pray that that instant may be soon. Today, step back from fear and make advance to love. There is no thought of God that does not go with you to help you reach that instant and to go beyond it quickly, surely, and forever. When the fear of God is gone, there are no obstacles that still remain between you and the holy peace of God. How kind and merciful is the idea we practice. Give it welcome, as you should, for it is your release. It is indeed but your mind can try to crucify, yet your redemption too will come from you. So lesson 196, it can be but myself I crucify. I want to read a prayer that Marianne Williamson has written in her book, The Law of Divine Compensation. Okay? Pray with me. Dear God, I surrender to you my work and my desire for work. I surrender to you my fear. I surrender to you my money, and I surrender to you my debts. I surrender to you my sense of failure, and I surrender to you my shame. I surrender to you my dreams and my visions and my hopes. Amen. That which we place in the hands of God is turned into right-minded thinking. The altar to God is within our mind, and that which is placed on the altar is then altered. So simply pray from your heart. Asking that something be lifted up to divine right order means asking that it be lifted to the highest thought forms possible. When we meditate and pray, we align our mind with God's power. Our nervous system takes on a mantle of peace. Our anxious thoughts are replaced by peaceful ones. Our dull thinking becomes radiant and brilliant, and this corrective does not apply just to money or employment. It applies to everything. Every single moment, every single holy instant, the universe is ready to begin again. So at this time, we're in the month of March, and we're beginning. It's a time of new beginnings, especially around Easter and spring. It's a perfect time well, anytime is a perfect time to surrender to God and to begin again. We can begin again anytime. I pray that you pray for a new beginning and find your purpose, and that you be your authentic self, that you find peace. Gosh, I hope you do. That's my prayer for you. All right, I've got my angel cards from Kim Maroney. This is an old deck. Like I said, I've had it for... I've had this deck since I was in my 20s. I've had this for a long time. Let me see what I pulled today. Oh, this is a beautiful one. I just thought she looked like... I felt like she looked like my mother. Beauty. Eophiel, 21. Okay. Ye who believe, celebrate the praises of God and glorify him morning and night. It is he who sends blessings on you, as do his angels, that he may bring you into light. I don't know if I've done this one before. No. This is the Quran. It says 33, 41 through 43. Eophiel means beauty of God. Everything divine is natural, beautiful, and eternal. True beauty is always new, never going out of style. When attuned with your eternal self, you express the harmony that is your unique reflection of God. The beauty of God lies hidden within the density of our material world. Eophiel is here to help you experience a new depth of beauty. When you look at others, see through the outward appearances. See through the outward appearances and connect to their eternal truth. In this way, you help them feel and align with their own truth. The essence of art, poetry, books, and music is within the heart of the Creator. Words fail, colors lack the vibrancy, sound cannot reproduce the full vibration. Our bodies simply cannot receive or convey the full spectrum of beauty that is available. Only the heart and feelings can comprehend. Back to our heart, that heart chakra, or sacral chakra. You will be amazed at the rich heritage of beauty on the inner realms, just waiting for your discovery. Begin with yourself. How do you feel about how you look? If you are uncomfortable with the word beauty, then substitute the word of your preference. How does your home, car, and work area look and feel? Your environment reflects your ability to express your inner beauty. If it doesn't make you happy, time for a makeover. First, look within to identify the emotional baggage clogging your ability to radiate your inner divine beauty. Do you justify an unattractive appearance by thinking that looks don't matter? It's what's inside that counts? Do you compare yourself to impossible standards and feel inadequate? On the other hand, do you have excessive vanity, masking fears of inadequacy? As you acknowledge and heal your wounds, take action in your physical world. If you've been excessively vain, cut back to the absolute minimum with simple clothing, hair, face, and nails. If it is time to improve your appearance, get a new hairstyle, makeup when appropriate, and clothes that make you feel attractive, comfortable, passionate, and alive. Yeah. Exercise regularly and take care of your body. We've all been given this body. Nobody else is going to take care of it, okay? Take care of it. Your temple. Find your own standard of beauty based on self-love, appreciation of your natural qualities, authenticity, and your uniqueness. Give your home and workspaces a makeover too. Discard or give away what you no longer use. This is something I need to do. Thoroughly clean everything to experience the special energy in a room that shines. Consecrate your environment to the angels with a blessing and naming ceremony. Add some little touches like fresh flowers, incense, essential oils, potpourri, candles, music, pictures and colors that make you feel good. Seek cozy things that make you feel comfortable and at peace. If you don't have these things, do you blame a lack of money? I've been there. I've done that. I've been in that lack mentality for a long time. But I'm getting out of it. God wants us to be abundant. But listen to this. More unworthiness. While you get to the root of your limitations, be creative and resourceful. Go to secondhand shops. Watch for specials. Keep your eyes and ears open. Ask friends for help. They may no longer want something that might be perfect for you. Do a clothing exchange. Use trade schools for inexpensive personal services or dental work. Where I live, just an hour away, is a dental school. You can get dental work done cheaply. Ask Eophiel to open your heart and mind to receive. Beauty is an energy system of loving light vibration. Take time throughout your day to appreciate beautiful things. Angels exhale the most exquisitely fragrant colors of nature, which are imbued with an exhilarating quality like nothing else on earth. Invite this energy to be part of your daily life and feel it revitalize and soothe you. Every time you aspire to create something beautiful, rearrange, paint, clean, sculpt, write, craft, design, draw, ask Eophiel for help. I've got to remember to do this. I'm reading this, but I have to remember it too. She will stimulate your creative genius to free your vision from its prison of convention. As the hand of God guides your own, the rhythm of the angels shall become yours, and together you will create a work of infinite beauty. Now remember, beauty goes beyond art to affect the structure of your community as reflected in architecture, streets, parks, law, and relationships with other people. This is the ideal and the standard by which to judge all things. Lack of beauty and love can easily be seen in deteriorated buildings, homeless souls, abused and abandoned children, substance abuse, litter violence, you know the list. Ask EOFL to help you bring beauty to life. Heaven is more than a place. It is the consciousness of God. What can you do to bring heaven to your part of the world? And the music that's recommended is Palestrina Missa de Beata Vergine and Suzanne Ciani, Velocity of Love. So beauty. Okay. Now I want to look at, I have a new deck that I bought. It's with Chakra Wisdom Tarot. I really bless this. Angels bless this deck. Came up, oh, I had a whole bunch here. I don't know if I need to look at these or not, do I? Five of Swords, Knight of Cups, Knight of Coins, Knight of Wands, and Knight of Swords. They're all knights, though. I'm sure. Five of Swords, Knight of Cups, Knight of Coins. I guess I need to go over these. Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands. Bunch of knights. Look, and they're blue. It has to do with your throat, the throat chakra. I think these are messages to me. Let me see. First came the Five of Swords. Go to Swords. Five of Swords. The card Necessary Losses. It's going along than I planned. He loses, but not what he most values. In the manifesting chakra, when things are removed, it opens up an invisible door to an up-leveling. Is he courageous enough to make this sacrifice, or is it long overdue? Chakra message. Here's a reminder that what you have been through is real, and you may have had to defend and protect yourself in a situation that has left you feeling numb. There is no easy way to lose familiar or let limiting ideas about ourselves. Challenging circumstances do not define you. Okay, that's the Five of Swords. Going to the Knights now. Knight of Wands. The card of daring change. The knight charges in with the crystal of magical manifesting, and he can move mountains with his power, just like that mustard seed of faith. If you set a clear intention, this may be its function. If not, the change will still be for the better, albeit more unexpected. Here's the chakra message. The clearer your intention, the more rapid the result. Change is in the air with a new love, job, or home. Contemplation. The good news is there is always good news. Okay. I need to see about, does this talk about colors? The chakras? 3, 4, 5. Fifth chakra. I think it's the throat chakra. These are all about the throat chakra. Knight of Swords. The knight does not wait. The card of rapid results. This knight does not wait. He rushes in with little or no emotion. He carries a result or an answer. It is your intention that he has set this in motion. As a fifth chakra card, the time for communicating may be past. Action is now necessary. Things may or may not resolve in a way you'd like, but they will at least be complete. Okay, contemplation. Calling on your guardian angels may reveal the action necessary for the highest good. Knight of Swords. Knight of Cups. The card of an unanticipated offer. There he's got a cup. These colors are gorgeous. They're so vibrant. Is there hair on there? Okay, Knight of Cups. The Knight is transporting your message to Spirit, which announces the arrival of an opportunity that will spin your life in a new direction. Could it be that a dream is coming true? I tell you, y'all, I know this is a message for me as well as you all. The Knight will soon deliver your message. Continue to imagine emotional delight to stay connected to your desire. Contemplation. Are you ready to experience your dream arriving in your life? And Knight of Coins. Beautiful. Look at that sky. Pink, gorgeous colors. Oh my gosh. The card of focused intention. This Knight brings news of material gain and implies that while progress is underway, it is yet unseen. The chakra message. What the universe receives from you will bring what you energetically asked for. No more, no less. You can never become what you hate or like or dislike. This is the indication. If you hate wealthy people, you will never be one of them. Interesting. Meditation. Okay, in your mind's eye, climb up onto the horse with the Knight. With him, see the material things you have created in your life. Maybe time to climb the mountain before deciding if you like the view. To follow through is a decision. Okay. Contemplation. Only you can change your outcome by recognizing that it is you who sends your message to the universe. Cool. These cards are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. I'm going to end with the Dreamweaver's cards. Just things to think about, to contemplate. Like I said, I do this, I think, for myself as much as I do it for you all too. We're all on a journey. I think we're all healing in one way or another. No human being who's been on earth has not experienced some form of hurt or trauma. It's all about, we're here about learning lessons, for goodness sake. It's for our soul's growth. We've chosen to come to this earth plane to learn, to grow. And we're all here to help each other go home. We're here to help each other. Okay, what do I have here? Okay, when you're neither here nor there. Let me tell you, I've been in this place for a long time. I call it, I've been in the in-between. Have you felt that? And I didn't come up with this word, but I learned a new word, that I was in a liminal space. I still feel that I'm in that liminal space. Number 42, when you're neither here nor there. Where are you? Where are you? 42. You're neither here nor there. Anywhere. We're in the month of March for the birthday of Dr. Seuss, so we got to do some rhyming things. We're everywhere, huh? Maybe? Okay. We're neither here nor there. Essential meaning the period of time between what was and what you are moving toward. Yeah, I felt that. Not quite there yet, being present for every step of the journey. It's that whole thing about, remember, nothing you can do about the past because, well, it's past, right? Yeah. Can't do anything about the future because it hasn't happened. All we have is the present. Okay, so being present for every step of the journey. So I just put one foot in front of the other. Do you remember that? I'm probably dating myself. It was an animated. It wasn't animated. They were like puppets. It was the Frosty the Snowman, or maybe it was Rudolph. But the character that was Frosty was saying, "Put one foot in front of the other." Da, 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 da. So that's what I say. You just keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep going. You don't know where you're going. You don't know where the HE double hockey sticks you're going. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other and walk with Source, walk with God. And your entourage, guides, angels, they'll walk with you. Are you feeling a little lost because your goals and intentions seem so far away? You know you cannot live your old life anymore. So, with one foot still in the past and one reaching for the future, you discover you're in an in-between world. This place still has flavors of your past, but it's also brightly colored by the glittering dreams for your future. You're just not there yet, frustrating as it may be. This is a wondrous place to explore. So it means, revel in that in between. For this is where you get to reconsider your past, choosing to see it as sacred and beautiful and not something to discard or run away from. If you can bless all that has brought you here right now, you'll see your time between worlds will not be long at all. That whole thing about being grateful. Is there anything at all you need to release in this liminal space? Do you need to cut any cords to old thinking? Do you need to cut cords from people, from energies? Do it. Sometimes you got to yank that cord out and you have to keep doing it. And literally, there's some cords that hold on. You've got to yank them out. We just had a new moon. Set your intentions. I think we can still do it. Are any of your old stories or unfinished business niggling at you? Now is the perfect time to consider an inventory to ensure you're not bringing any old baggage forward on this journey with you. You know, like in the tarot, the fool with that little bag, sort of like that. We used to call them hobos with the stick in the bag, on the stick with almost nothing in it. Okay. You don't want to bring any old baggage forward on this journey with you. Most important, you must see how far you've come. You are an extraordinary being of light, blessed by the universe, here on purpose. You chose to come here. Your soul chose to be here at this time. Trust your dreams and desires are sacred. They matter, and in the perfect form, they will arise to greet you on the other side of the in-between, where you may sometimes feel you're neither here nor there. It's an unsettling feeling. Let me tell you, I know. And it's been a long time, more than 6 months for me. Bring yourself to this moment and make effective use of it. Bless your life. You have nothing to lose on this adventure. You have nothing to lose. You are neither here nor there. You're neither here nor there. I love it. I love it. I just love it. Okay. Remember, you are loved. Okay. As Susan Geisman would say, I love her stuff, her channel. So shout out to you, Suzanne. Um, there are three things that last. This is biblical. Faith, hope, and love. The greatest of these is love. I send you and wish for you love and peace. Okay. The divine in me sees the divine in you. Namaste.